Hello and welcome to another Cousin Anime video. We're carrying on from the last discussion that we had regarding the anime. We did mention that we will talk about kind of first recommendations to go into anime, where you can kind of head on your journey. You don't have to take any advice that we say. Obviously, this is what we think that you might enjoy going into it based on our opinions going forward, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, so the way we're going to do this is we pick 6 categories.
Yes.
We're going to do 3 each, going to go kind of back and forth.
Yeah.
So, starting with your first one.
So, one very popular genre that a lot of people go for is action, like a proper action, adventure style TV show or film. And my recommendation for that will be Attack on Titan. And we
Surprise.
We both actually agree on this. And Attack on Titan is one of the best like action ones that you can go into because it really gets straight into it. Episode 1 will get you hooked straight away, and you'll just enjoy it more and more and more the more you watch it.
Yeah. So for me at number 2, I think I'll go like sort of the complete opposite direction. So I'm not really a rom-com kind of person, but I do know a lot of people that have watched these 2 anime, and they're 2 of the highest rated animes of all time.
Yeah.
Not just in this genre, but in general. So for a rom-com, if you're really romantic, you want to cry, you want to feel your emotions, the number 1 is probably Clannad. So
Okay.
I know a lot of guys that I know who are the type of people who never show emotions. Apparently they all cried at Clannad. I still haven't watched it because I don't think I'd enjoy it, but apparently it made them all cry. And it shocked them. Like the amount, I'm not going to get into the story, I don't want to ruin it. But if you do like to cry, if you like emotions, definitely Clannad. And then the other one, which I've heard really good reviews about, is Little Busters, which from one friend in particular, he actually said it's better than Clannad, and it made him cry more. It's actually his favorite anime ever. So those 2 are definitely my picks.
Ah, cool. So yeah, and then going on to, again, kind of flipping the coin again, some people like sort of thrillers and with a little bit of horror in there as well. If you like the more crime style, as in like police work and things like that, then I would say Death Note. It's got a lot of crime thriller where there's a lot of like law breaking and police and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of that. And then on the other side, if you like a bit more horror with a bit more fantasy and stuff, then Tokyo Ghoul. But they both really have that horror, really dark horror thriller type sort of genre about them, and they're both really good ways in. And I think both of them are currently on Netflix, so there is easy access.
But Death Note is really short. How long is Tokyo Ghoul?
Tokyo Ghoul's also Tokyo Ghoul's not as short as Death Note, because I think Death Note's about 25, 26 episodes. I think. Okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Tokyo Ghoul is about I think it's about 8 or 10 episodes per season, and there's about 3 seasons. So it works out not that much more.
Yeah, that's not that bad at all.
Yeah.
No, that's not that bad at all. So I'm going to go on to one of my favorite anime of all time. I said this in my top 5. And honestly, I would, for most people our age in their 20s and stuff, like just your chill average guys, I would definitely recommend this as, to be honest, the best anime to just watch. Like the number 1, more than Death Note, more than Attack on Titan.
Kind of just like a comfort.
Yeah, it's such an easy watch. It's funny, it's cool, it's relaxing. It's got the best music ever, and that's Samurai Champloo. Because Samurai Champloo for me it's just the perfect anime for just relaxing and just watching something that you don't have to put a lot of effort into, and you're going to enjoy every second. And I mean, there's not a single second of nothing happening. There's action or jokes or just something going on, right? And even when there's scenes of them just walking and nothing's really happening, the music in the background is so good. Nice. It's like chill hip hop beats, right? So it's weird to say this, but it's like a hip hop anime.
Oh wow.
It's like if hip hop was an anime and it's all like in the name Samurai Champloo, it's just like sword fighting and stuff. But
I know a lot of people like that sort of stuff, like the samurai style.
Yeah,
like
it's
fighting
really cool.
and.
I mean, it's Japanese, right?
Yeah.
It's Japanese, so you want to. At the end of the day, it's going to be faithful to Japanese culture. Yeah. So yeah, definitely Samurai Champloo is top of my list in general. But if you're trying to chill and just watch a good anime, 100%.
I guess another one like that could be One Punch Man, where it's a bit of a chill watch. It's really funny.
That's more of a straight up comedy.
It's really stupid as well.
Yeah.
Because the whole concept of One Punch Man is just a stupid kind of it was meant to. It started off as like a bit of a dig at the whole industry because they went, "Oh, why don't I just make a really overpowered main character straight away from episode 1?" And it kind of just worked.
Yeah.
And then they just they made a story around
It's
it.
just a spoof, right?
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
watching Scary Movie. Like it's like
Yeah.
a spoof on horror
Yeah,
films.
they
This is a
just went,
spoof
"Oh,
on.
let's
This is a spoof on like Marvel and all of that shit.
Yeah,
right?
and it kind of just really worked. People really liked it.
It's so good.
And then there's also a lot of anime. We talked about this in the previous video. There's some anime which are quite long. So quite long anime where some people can be a little bit scared and threatened to kind of.
Sorry
get
if that's
into it.
really loud, by the way. I really hope it's not, but we'll find out after, I guess.
But the some of the long anime. I'll be honest. There's some I haven't watched. I haven't watched One Piece or that much of Dragon Ball. So I can't really recommend those ones because I don't really know much about them.
I've heard they're amazing though,
But
so feel
people
free.
have told us that they're really good and you could get into it. But there's two that I will talk about, which is Bleach and Naruto. So if you really like the samurai style fighting and a little bit like that, then Bleach is a lot better in that regard. If you like the more ninja style fantasy, then you got Naruto instead. But they're both really good to start if you don't mind watching the really
If you have
long.
patience.
Yes, if you have patience to just watch it.
Yeah.
Now the problem with both of them, not as much as in Bleach, but a lot more in Naruto, is the fillers. And the reason for that is because they're really long anime. The manga kind of had to catch up in a way, or they had to make the manga so that the anime could then, and then it just that whole thing.
They end up
caused-
just throwing in random seasons of nothingness just to fill the gaps.
Yeah, so Bleach has a few,
Bleach has a lot. Bleach is like half fillers, honestly.
but Naruto's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Naruto has Naruto and then Naruto Shippuden, and
True.
essentially both of them are about 500 episodes each. But if you really take out all the fillers and then combine them, you can actually make out 500 episodes
Yeah.
for both of them. in a
Also,
way.
can I just throw in actually for alongside Attack on Titan for the action, the emotion, the just pure outright amazing FMA as well. Full Metal
yes.
Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes.
I can't believe I didn't
Yeah,
say
we
that,
didn't
but
think about that, but
that is alongside Attack on Titan. For me, it's better. For a lot of people, it's one of those where if you watch both, it could go either way. It's like Messi versus Ronaldo. It's just
Yeah.
the best of the best, really.
The amazing thing about Attack on Titan and FMA I found is actually watching them is you start off with a really simple story,
Yeah.
and then it starts to get more elaborate, and it
Just
builds.
escalates.
And personally, both of them, once you watch them, you get close to the end, it fills all the loopholes or the plot holes that you thought were happening,
Yeah.
and then you realize that there's no plot hole.
Yeah, if you ever watch FMA or Attack on Titan and you're thinking this doesn't make sense, it will.
It will.
It will. It doesn't
It
make sense
will
for a
make
reason.
sense.
They don't
Yes.
want you to understand it, but you will.
Yeah, and if in terms of something like the anime you said, I forgot it now.
Which one?
Comfy one. chill one.
Samurai Champloo.
That's the one. Something similar to that is actually Demon Slayer. I would say as well. It's like Bleach, but probably a lot less in the sense of there's a lot of samurai fighting.
It's definitely
with
more
some-
on the action side than Samurai Champloo.
Yes,
But it's quite chill as well.
but it's very chill as well.
and it
but-
looks amazing.
oh
the
that-
art style
I
is
would
stunning.
I would argue that one anime alone has probably
best
the
art, yeah.
best animation
yeah,
out of like anything.
I can agree with that.
Especially
I
if
can
you've
agree
now
with
come into season 2 and you started watching a lot of the stuff in there. Oh my god! And some of that character development is really good in that as well.
Cool, so I'm going to move on to the sixth category, and that is something people probably don't even know you can watch with an anime, and that's like, your average sitcom like Friends, How I Met Your
Yes.
Mother, Big Bang Theory, or whatever. And I've spoken about this before, is daily life of high school boys. So what it is, don't be put off by the title, what it is basically, it's kind of like In-Betweeners actually, because it's more inappropriate as well. It's just the Japanese take on like boys going through puberty in high school.
Yeah.
And like when girls start to become attractive, you start to get into sports, you figure out whether you're a nerd, you're a jock, you're a social butterfly, whatever. And it's just a really funny take on it. And honestly, me and my friends will just watch it in the background while we're doing other stuff. But you'll watch it and you'll realize you fit in with one of the characters. Like at least one of the characters will be you and how you were in school. And it's just like,
Pretty much, it's just
it's like in between.
In-Betweeners,
It's
yeah.
kind of like In-Betweeners, yeah. Or like Friends
Except
or
where
whatever.
In-Betweeners was more, they were mostly nerds, but
Yeah.
they kind of fit into that category.
They are mostly nerds in the show, but you get,
You'll get the few who are.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I do want to throw in a couple actually honorable mentions. So one thing people absolutely love with anime are the sports anime.
Oh yeah.
And Haikyuu is amazing. Watch Haikyuu, definitely. I think that's definitely the
There's
best.
a basketball one as well, which I can't remember. Off the top of my head. But there's a basketball one. It starts with a K, like something.
Yeah.
But that one's meant to be really good as well.
Oh, that's going to annoy me now. Kuroko
Yeah,
no Basket.
That's it.
Kuroko
that's
no
the one.
Basket.
That
Those
I've heard-
two.
I've heard
Yeah,
good
yeah,
things.
yeah. Kuroko no Basket and Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Watch them. They're amazing if you like sports.
If you, especially if you like the sports type TV shows, films, things like that, those will really get you into
Yeah,
anime.
yeah, for sure. And there's some other really cool ones. I know there's car animes and stuff.
Oh,
I
Initial
have
D.
Initial D. That's
Initial D. That's like if you really like your like Fast and Furious.
that's exactly what I was thinking of. Yeah.
And car type shows and things like that. Initial D is the one.
Yeah. And then last one for me, if you're a weirdo and you like strange shit like I do, watch Campfer. That's the one I was trying to remember before. Campfer. It's like 12 episodes. It's action packed, but it's just weird.
Fair.
It's weird people doing weird shit, and it's funny to me. If you don't like weird shit, don't watch it because you'll be put off by anime. But if you do, 100% Campfer. But yeah.
I'm literally trying to rack my brain for like
Anything
more
else?
anime. And,
I think we can. To be honest, I think with this, it's got to be. We've got to keep it down because if we
Yeah.
keep going, I could go on forever. I'm trying to give you just a couple. We've still given you like 15 or something. I'm trying to really limit it. But if I think of any more, we can just chuck it in the description.
Yeah, we'll chuck it into a comments or in the description if we've got any more. But this is kind of our concise list.
As
to
you know,
start
we're
with.
never really concise.
But
Yeah.
but there's loads out there. Please just experiment. Just test them out. If you like something actually and we didn't mention it, tell us. I might check it out.
And
Shaq
if
might check
you
it out.
if you don't want to watch the entire video or whatever, I'll just put a list of the anime that we spoke about in the description.
But you have to watch all of it.
You do have to watch all of it. Well, to be honest, you probably wouldn't be here if you didn't.
Yeah,
But
true.
I'll put a list of them all in the description. So at least you have the names. You can copy and paste it. Go find places to watch it. I don't really remember where I used to watch anime, so it might be hard to dig some of these out. But I'm sure you can find it. But yeah, that's it from me.
Cool. Yeah, that's all. And we will see you next time.
Take care.
See you guys.